Welcome friends, I am Ashwini from Book My Admission, which is an initiative of Mentor, back again amongst you, and this time answering a very interesting and important question which is about NMAT. NMAT as an exam which is required for MBBS MD degree in Philippines. So let's understand that during today's session. There is an ever-increasing trend of Indian students who are going to Philippines and doing their medical studies there, called as MD, which is equivalent of MBBS in India. Naturally, there is increased curiosity and anxiety about the medical studies pattern in Philippines, about the exams, degree, and the other aspects. During this context, in the recent days, I do hear certain queries from the students asking about NMAT. What is NMAT? Is it something to worry about? How does it fit into the overall scheme of things? What should I do about it? And why is it special in Philippines? So all put together, I decided that I should capture all the necessary and factual information taken from the official sources and share with you, so it gives you clarity and you can then make your decision. So in this session, we will discuss all the necessary details about NMAT. Very importantly, how does it affect your decision making? And what should you do about it? Eventually, after this session, you'll be clear about NMAT and you can make your suitable decision accordingly, independently, without anyone's influence unnecessarily. So let us begin and go into details of NMAT. Let's understand the overall timeline of an undergraduate course in medicine which you take in Philippines, because NMAT is applicable there. So if you look into the timeline, you begin after having qualified NEET, take admission, go to Philippines and start your studies. It is usually 11 semesters, which is all put together 5.5 years, not 6 years. Okay, and this includes both the pre-med of 3 semesters and followed by 8 semesters of MD degree, all put together as 11 semesters here. So naturally, you will be going through your exams for each of these end semesters. As an NMAT, you have to clear it as an intermediate checkpoint anytime during pre-med, which is during first, second, or third semester. Optionally, when you come in the middle of MD and towards the end, you will also appear for USMLE, which is United States Medical Licensure Exam, USMLE Stage 1 and Stage 2, before you decide to go and do your postgraduate studies in US. Right? Now, this is obviously an optional exam should you decide to go and do your studies in US. Now, most of the students have their dream and their passion for studying an American pattern and going and establishing themselves in US. So that is why USMLE we talk about here. However, it is optional. If you do not want, you need not do that. And at the end of your MD, that you come back to India and you appear for your FMGE or next, that's a new name of the same single exam in India for getting license as well as entry into your postgraduate studies. Now, this is how the entire sequence of the various exams which are laid down during your entire 5.5 years of studies of the undergraduate course. In all of these, NMAT is an important exam among all the remaining exams which you need to clear during your MD studies here. A student can appear for NMAT anytime during the pre-med studies. NMAT is conducted twice in a year, which are approximately 6 months apart, once in the middle of year and once towards the end of year. CEM, which is Center for Educational Measurement Inc. Center for Educational Measurement Inc. is the authorized body to conduct NMAT across Philippines as a country. So this is officially appointed by Government of Philippines and they make sure that it is conducted fair and in a transparent manner. Here is the link of the official website given where you will get all the necessary information. Everything which I'm talking about, you can also try to extract officially from this website. A student is allowed to appear again for NMAT after 6 months in case if you do not get a good score or you want to improve your score and make the next attempt. So what is the format of the exam? What does it contain? Very important information here. Please note, this exam is conducted in two parts. They are called as part 1 and part 2. Part 2 happens in the first half of the day, followed by the lunch break, and then you appear for part 2. Part 1 is for 3 hours and part 2 for 2.5 hours. The focus in part 1 is on your aptitude, which is broken down into 4 parts, broken down into 4 subtests. They are verbal, inductive reasoning, quantitative, perceptual acuity, all that put together for 3 hours. And in part 2, the subject matter is what is being assessed, comprising of your basic science subjects, biology, physics, social science, chemistry. Look at some of the topics of the content which are given here. You will feel that you are quite familiar with them because you have studied them during your 11th and 12th standard. So it basically tries to assess you on these subject matter. This is how the overall exam format of NMAT is all about. Now, in this content, as I said, you are being judged on the aptitude as well as the basic science. Most of these you have studied during 12th standard. However, you get to study and practice more as a part of your pre-med studies as well, right? So that you are well prepared for NMAT. The good news is that CEM as the organization recognizes that a student should be well prepared, and therefore they provide official practice set. It is a practice kit comprising of the questions similar to what may appear in the final exam, and the students can practice at their own convenience. And the approach which is recommended is like this, that as you are studying and you are preparing for the NMAT exam, that you should take your mock test, which is based on this practice set. You can take it once, twice, thrice, as many times as you want. That is at your own convenience, and you can judge your own answers as well. When you're getting good score, which is usually about 70, 75 or so in the mock test, then you feel that yes, I am well prepared and I can now appear for the NMAT exam. That's the time you can go and register yourself. Exam attempt, if you are confident, you can take your NMAT even in your first semester of pre-med. No one stops you. If you think you need a little more time, you can do that in your second semester or in your third semester as well, at your convenience. It is conducted twice in a year, and you can appear for the first attempt or the second attempt, right? And once you have cleared it, you have got a good score, that score is valid for 2 years. So you don't need to attempt again if you have got a good score, right? And just in case if you want to, you can appear again after 6 months. The result of NMAT is published usually in about 4 to 6 weeks time after the exam is done. And the result comprises of, at each subtest area, you will get the result. And the 4 subtest areas of part 1 combined will give you the cumulative score of part 1, that is aptitude composite, APT. And the 4 subtest areas of part 2 cumulative will give you special area composite, which is SA. So both of these put together will be your final score for your NMAT exam. And this NMAT exam score is then converted into percentile, and it is shared as a part of your result report card, which is being provided to you either through post or you can go and collect from the designated exam center. Right? This percentile, as you know very well, it ensures that the score is being compared on a normalized scale across all the student participants, so that it gives fair opportunities to everyone. This is how your final result looks like. Let me once again tell you that I'm Ashwini and from bookmyadmission.com, which is an initiative of Mentor. We are into the career management and career advisory for more than 14 years as a career management company. And we have counseled, as an organization, we have counseled more than 20,000 students so far, and they are leading their professional life successfully in India as well as in different parts of the world. Many of them are still as a part of their studies. We are glad to be part of the journey. We feel happy and satisfied when we see that the students are actually making a successful career wherever they are. And therefore, we are back here to share these details with you. You can please note down our toll-free helpline if you have a specific query to ask us. That's 1-800-2122-044. So that's a brief primer about NMAT. I hope this gives you a good idea and useful information so that you can make clear judgment for yourself and decide as to what should you do about it. Okay. However, if you still have any specific query, please don't hesitate. You can feel free. You can call on our toll-free helpline number given here, or you can as well shoot a message on WhatsApp or SMS. Provide your student name, your city, and your specific query. You can send it to any one of the 3 mobile numbers which are provided here for the 3 different regions of India. And there will be an NMAT expert from Book My Admission which will attend to your query and answer you in detail. So stay tuned, and we'll be back soon with more specific details on other prominent queries regarding MBBS careers. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel for all authentic guidance and information about NEET and MBBS 2018-19. So happy counseling and wish you good luck, all the best in your career as MBBS degree.